And then we'll smoke like this. And we still have some of the Zukas left, so we might be able to grease it out, guys. We might be able to grease it out. I know it's been ugly, but just believe in the chicken here, guys. Just believe in the chicken in the comments. We'll get a couple shocks going down like that. 1, 2, 3. Oh my god, are we gonna be able to do this? Can we do this? Can we finish this? Chicken here, bring you another Boom Beach video. In today's video, guys, we're going to be talking about tanks. It's all about the tanks, guys. It's Team Ed Mania. And let's go ahead, let's dive on into Dr. Terrence and see what we can get done. But first, I want to change up the hero that I have. I currently have Brick loaded up, so let's get that swapped out for... I feel like Everspark is probably the best with tanks right now. And not necessarily for any of her abilities. There's a lot of people telling me in my live stream that I did, whenever I did the last one, that the universal remote with Everspark works the best. And that may be the case, but I mean, I just picked Everspark simply for the fact of the passive hero, the hero perk, the passive critters that she throws out. I think those are like the most important thing about bringing Everspark into the raid, guys. So we got the Volcano Dr. Terrence up today, so it should be pretty interesting. Usually you can kind of get a grasp on the Volcano Terrences, how much health they have, guys. Just on like, even on like the first couple stages, if you're not able to do them purely with GBE, then you can kind of get a excuse me, you can kind of get a bit of a grasp on whether it's going to be a nasty one or not. So let's go ahead and let's test out this chicken's theory here. Let's throw out a bunch of barrages there, see how much damage that does. And it looks like, okay, it looks like a pretty, wow, we didn't even need the artillery there. So today's Dr. Terrence Volcano, guys, so we can see her here. We'll just dive right in here. Doesn't look to be too bad so far. So let's give a big shout out to the commenter of the day. And that's going to be SP Adams, if I remember correctly, guys. So, SP was saying in the comments, he said, I just came here for Dr. Terrence and the Hot Pockets. So I thought that was kind of funny. So we throw them up in the banner, guys, and stage 3, let's just launch out the tanks like this. And then we'll throw a couple barrages onto the core here like this, guys, and see what we can get done. So of course everybody is still talking about the new hero, and I still want to, we can still talk about it, but I didn't want to do like a whole other video just on like speculation, because I feel like it's kind of like beating a horse to death, or whatever that expression is, guys. You know what I mean. But I'm very excited, guys, about this new update. I think it's going to be fantastic. I'm really curious because we don't really know a whole pile about these sector regions or how they're going to work. And I think that could be really exciting, depending on like I feel like there's a lot of potential there, depending on how they go about doing it exactly. Like, I don't know if there's if there's ways to get like intel or power stones or something like that. Okay, relax, computer. If there's ways to do, because they said they wanted to make it for someone's biting me on my back, guys. They said they wanted to make the whole sector thing was for high-level players that don't have anything to use. So I'm hoping that first and foremost we have a use for resources. And I would like an easier way, or like maybe another way, I guess I should say, to get intel and not diamonds, intel and power stones in general. Of course, power powders would be amazing, but I feel like that's probably never gonna happen. I mean, everyone obviously wants more power powders, but I feel like if it was that easy to bring in, they probably would have done it by now. But either way, I'm thinking that there's going to be probably some cool kind of things about the sector regions to come out that are really good. Well, I'm hoping for the new things about the sector region to come out that are like aimed towards high-level players that don't necessarily have as much to do, because that's what they said in the dev video, right? When they showed what they did with like the stat boost and stuff. I don't know. It didn't seem like that big of a deal, but if we have something to throw our resources into, then the chicken is all for that, guys. Alright, so let's get the tanks rolling here. We got stage 5 loaded up right here. Back. So Team Eds, I guess they're probably... If I had to say, guys, I would say Team Eds are probably the easiest way to take down Dr. Terror. Like, sure, you'll get a nasty one here and there that's got a lot of boom cannons or shock launchers or things like that. But, I mean, if you look at this base here, I know it's only number 5, but like I can literally just kind of throw the tanks out like this, and then it's just like, you know, I don't even have to do anything, right? Like they can just kind of plow through the base as they go here. And we all know that when Chicken uses Zookas, it's definitely a bit of a different story. Some things can definitely go wrong using Zookas, but well, since it is Team Ed Mania, we'll throw out the tanks today, guys. But yeah, I'm just super excited about this update. I hope it brings some new exciting stuff. I guess you guys should let me know down in the comments what you're kind of hoping that that you see come with the update. That wasn't like necessarily wasn't spoken about in the dev update video, or maybe it was and it just wasn't really explained upon very much. So you should let me know that down in the comments, guys, because I'm very interested to hear where everyone is kind of at with this update and like stuff they want to see about it and whatever. So definitely curious to hear that. And we got the tanks slowly making their way up here, guys. Just like taking a nice hashtag chicken walk in the park, crossing the road here, all the chicken jokes, guys. Okay, alright, let's get on to the HQ. Let's blast it down, and let's move on to stage number 6, finally. Okay, so here's the volcano, guys. Now, fun fact, the lava in this volcano doesn't actually come out onto the island, guys. It looks like it goes straight into the ocean. So I'm not sure if that's necessarily good for the ocean, or if it's just something that happens, but based on like the angular turbulence of the volcanic mountain here, I'm assuming that it goes into the water. And you can actually kind of see, maybe right there is where it's entering, where the water looks like it's a different color. So maybe it's like turning into steam or something. I'm not really sure what we're talking about, guys, or how we got onto that, but we'll pretend like we know what we're doing and keep going like this. So we'll take out this boom cannon over here. So we got a lot of boom cannons on the core to worry about, and also that shock launcher is going to be a problem. So I think we'll take that stuff out first. There's no sense in using the critter ability just yet, because there's nothing but flamethrowers in the way. So we'll go like this and like that. And then we'll throw out another barrage right over here, and then we'll get to work on these boom cannons on this side. And I don't think we've actually lost a tank yet, which is kind of ridiculous, but we're going to move this way because there's no need to be playing around with that boom cannon. So let's get the first critter ability going out, and this is why I didn't want to use it before, because I mean the critters that I throw out here are just going to be flamethrower lunch meat. Okay, so next up we'll get a barrage going right there, and I think that's going to be fine because I don't really see anything that's going to be a huge cause for concern. There's a couple cannons there, but I have so many medics, and I can start throwing out the critters now. That's not really going to be a big deal. And they seem to be, all these defenses seem to be lower level for some reason. I'm not always sure how the defense level picking choices work for Dr. Terrence, but sometimes you get a stage 6 like this that looks bad based on the placements of all the defenses, but it's really not because they're all like pretty low level. Unfortunately, I couldn't get that shock launcher down, which is going to cost us a little bit of time, and I guess we'll have to fill that by talking about more volcano stuff. So we see the trees here, guys. I just want to make sure I don't lose any troops here before we go off another hashtag chicken tangent. But you see the trees here growing on the side of the mountain, and that's interesting because it looks like it's a rock, or like some sort of a rock surface formation. And typically you wouldn't see like plants or a grass growing straight out of rocks unless it was like some kind of like dirty kind of weed or something. You see even those weeds in the sidewalks sometimes, they like grow right out of the cement somehow. They're just like very stubborn, I guess. So big shout out to the cement growing weeds, guys, and we're gonna escape stage 6. Here's a shot of the volcano again. Back. And we actually lost one tank there, so that's not very good. So let's go ahead. We got our crystal, and let's go ahead and let's take a look at stage 7 here, guys. So what do we got here? We got a ton of rocket launchers. I got one boom cannon in the back. We might as well diamond up the troops for 5 gems. I mean, it's not really a big deal. You see, we still have the Mega Crab Shadow, which is kind of interesting. So Sand Shark's still on the top. Chicken's still at number 22, so I guess nobody's really moved just yet. Because they can't, because the crap's been done for like 2 weeks. Holy jeez, Chicken, let's just get it together here. Okay, so we got the tanks going out like this, guys. So first I want to work on this boom cannon in the back. Next I want to work on this guy. Obviously the maxed out boom cannon is going to be the priority because it's going to have a lot of health. And I don't want to get down to the end of the raid and then have him still sitting there shooting at us. That's probably going to be one more artillery. Alright, so that's going to... Did I miss the cannon there? Yep, I did. Okay, nice chicken. Alright, so... we might lose a couple troops here, but I think that's going to be fine, guys. We'll get some critters going out here. Again, the critter's probably not the best ability to pick for rate on this stage because there's so many friggin' rocket launchers. Holy jeez, man. Can we get this boom cannon down? We've been staring at it for like 20 minutes here. Okay, get the boom cannon down. Now we're going to move over to this side. Let's throw out some critters just to get in line first. And then next, what do we want to do here, guys? What do we want to do here? The medics should be able to out-heal all these rocket launchers. Okay, this is the problem. There is a shock launcher. There's actually 2 shock launchers that are hitting us right now. So let's shock that guy up with a bunch of those rockets to hopefully get the tanks a chance to get into some kind of position here. Hopefully they can keep... That one shock launcher can keep shocking that one medic. And then we can go ahead and do the exact same shock again. And then hopefully allow the tanks to get up, get moving there, tanks. Holy rip. I might actually just flare straight onto that shock launcher because there's only that one boom cannon there that I'm really worried about. Everything else is going to be hitting me anyways, so if we can take that down, and then we can actually move over here and take this one down, we might actually be able to get some work done here finally. So we've lost 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tanks at this point, guys. We do have both of the shock launchers down. So, next all we need to do is get that boom cannon out of the way, and we're going to be laughing. But, we need some GBE very quickly here. There's just that sniper tower. I only have 4 tanks left, but I mean, I have so many medics that it should be fine. I guess I'll have to change up the hero ability, guys, and maybe take out that shock launcher first, because it doesn't look like we're going to be able to finish this one out here. Unfortunately, the medics are healing each other, it looks like, and not the tanks, which is very unfortunate. Okay, so 35 minutes later, I'm just going to retreat, because I'm not going to take the base down with 1 tank left. This is why I don't like using teammates, guys. This is why I don't like using teammates. Okay, chicken, okay. So, to hell with this. Screw it. Let's bring out the Zookas, and let's bring out Battle Orders, guys, to finish this up. Tanks, just too frustrating, guys. Just way too frustrating. They just take so long. Like, there's nothing worse. If I'm gonna lose a battle, I want to lose it right off the bat. As soon as I put my boats down, I want to run into 5 or 6 mines. I do not like having to wait until the very end of the raid and then lose it just like that. I find that very annoying, which I'm sure all of you do as well. So let's go like this, get that stuff out of the way, and then we'll go something like that, guys. We'll get the Zookas going up like this. Now I just want to park them right in front of the HQ. I'm not worried about losing a couple on the shore here. That's going to be fine. We're going to get them parked all up. I'm actually going to suck them all in like this, and then we're going to go right about here, guys. I think we can avoid that mine on the right, hopefully, and if we do have a troop health statue, so it's going to be okay. Alright, so Brick's going to tank most of that. Oh, nice. It was not a max mine. I will take that, guys. We'll take that. Back. And let's get a nice one-smoke landing in here, guys. We'll get Battle Orders going up nice and early. And, yes, there's a lot of rocket launchers, but they're so close together that I think it's going to be okay. So I'm going to go like this with the, that, and like this, and, okay, we're going to get roasted here. That was pretty bad on the critters, I guess. So we'll try that one again really quickly. Hopefully it doesn't take too long, but we have a little bit of diamonds left, so not the greatest attack, but I think we can clean it up. It was just my shocks and critters that were off there at the end. So let's actually go on this side and take out these 4 here, and I think that's gonna put us in a lot nicer position. The only problem is gonna be getting there because there's a lot of mines in the way, guys. So hopefully we can actually do this. Okay, so we got that stuff out of the way. I'm not going to use another, I'm not going to use another, what do you call it? I'm not going to use any more bombs just because I'm going to be out of range of that rocket launcher anyways. And I'd like to save my GBE for, the shocks and the critters at the end. So I'm going to go ahead and sacrifice some Zookas here on the landing, guys, and that's going to be okay. And then we're just going to move up right about here, I'm thinking, guys. So let's get a nice smoke going down there. The flamethrower is going to stay low, but that's okay. We still actually have most of the Zookas left at this point, so that's fine. Okay, we'll get this going. I guess they're going to go into those mines next, so we'll get those out of the way really quickly. And then we'll smoke like this. And we still have some of the Zookas left, so we might be able to grease it out, guys. We might be able to grease it out. I know it's been ugly, but just believe in the chicken here, guys. Just believe in the chicken in the comments. We'll get a couple shocks going down like that. 1, 2, 3. Oh my god, are we going to be able to do this? Can we do this? Can we finish this? Oh, that was crazy. That was crazy. Excellent, Dr. Terrence, to finish off on. I mean, that was... There's no way. I had no business winning that last raid, but that was a lot of fun. That's why I like using Zookas, guys. That's why I like using Zookas. For those of you that ask, like, why don't you use team meds more often or whatever, first of all, I'm terrible with them, and second of all, I don't find them as fun. So make sure to let me know down in the comments, guys, what you're most excited to see out of this update. And look at that, guys. We are going to be able to take down Choke Point again. So big shout out to the Chicken Coop. We're going to be moving on up on the leaderboard. Hopefully top 50 soon. So make sure to let me know down in the comments, guys, what you're most excited to see out of this update. In the comments. That's going to wrap up the video today. Make sure to leave a like if you found it interesting, entertaining, or informative. And we'll see you in the next one, guys. Chicken out. So just a quick reminder about my Patreon page, guys. At patreon.com/thechicken, for $1 a month, you can get your name in the chicken banner for the duration of the month. For $2 a month, you can get your name in the chicken banner, and you get to write your own personal message. And this new cool thing that I'm doing, a lot of people have been asking me, a lot of people always ask me how to start their YouTube channel and to help them out with it and stuff. So if you pledge me at the YouTube shoutout tier, then what I'm going to do is for every single video that I make, I'm going to give your channel a shout out at in every single video. So what this is going to do is not only is it going to bring an influx of people to see your channel, but it's also going to bring in people that specifically like Supercell content, Boom Beach, Clash Clans, Clash Royale, whatever it may be. So I thought this would be a great idea to just let you guys know that this is available, and I think it could really help some people out if you're looking to do that. And as always, guys, thanks for watching.